Hey guys, welcome back to ChefHD. George Kringas. Today we're doing penne alla vodka. It's a very good recipe. You guys are gonna love it. Also, you guys got to check out our website, chefhd.tv. We got some new t-shirts, hat. We got multiple sizes. I'm gonna have some more, maybe some hoodies soon. Anyway, support the site, support the channel. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, click the notifications, give us a thumbs up, and enjoy the video. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to ChefHD. I grew up watching my mother cook in our small little restaurant. The kitchen was so small, but she used to make like the best meals, like unforgettable meals in that kitchen. That's where my love for food came from. This one stands out to me a little bit just because it was the first dish I ever saw like catch on fire. So I was like, whoa, as a little kid, I was like, oh my God, that's cool. I really try to focus on the quality of the ingredient because it's not a complicated dish and there's not many ingredients, but it could be a special dish, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. All right, so I like a fatter noodle. I think that the sauce and all the goodness, all those good ingredients that I just talked about, I love when they get trapped inside the noodles. So that's why I choose like a fatter, like almost like a rigatoni or this pancetta. This is a little bigger. This is what I prefer. Like I said, it's my version. You can use whatever pasta you want. You can actually use spaghetti if you'd like. I mean, the sauce is it's really good. That's where we're gonna start. We're gonna start with the pasta, pre-cook it to all the way just before al dente. Like it still has a little crunch because I want to finish cooking it in the sauce. So I went to Whole Foods. They have a really nice sweet pancetta, and this is basically Italian bacon. So we're gonna render that down like a really good nutty Parmigiano Reggiano. This adds everything to this dish. I mean, the nuttiness, the extra creaminess. I wouldn't suggest to use regular Parmesan. I would really go the extra mile. I think it really comes out if you do. Poached garlic. The recipe is actually in our first episode with the French fries. There's a link above to see how to make this. Toasted panko breadcrumbs. This adds like a little extra texture, that extra bite that like just separates you from every other penne alla vodka you'll ever taste. Just a regular panko, a little olive oil, coat it in olive oil, get it a little clumpy, and put it in the oven really low until it gets nice and brown like this. And then I threw some shaved Parmesan in there and a little parsley and salt and pepper. So you want to go with a good quality tomato. I like to leave it chunky like this. It adds a little extra texture and a better look in my opinion. Some chopped parsley, butter, heavy cream, and obviously vodka. And we have red onions. All right guys, our pasta is like just about there, okay? This is gonna finish cooking in the sauce. That's what we want. We want the starch from the pasta to add the extra little thickness and creaminess to the sauce. I always like to save a little extra of the pasta water. What you want to do is add a little olive oil in here so the pasta doesn't stick as it cools down. All right, so now that our pasta is cooked, we move on to the pancetta. We want to render that, all the fat out of that. All we're going to be left with is like a really crispy flakes of bacon. So we throw a little butter in the pan, touch olive oil. We want to cook this down super slow. Throw a bay leaf in there. I love the smell. Oh my God. All right, so at this point, you're gonna start to notice it's starting to stick to the pan, and that's perfectly fine. All right, so you just want to constantly just stir it. Find your hot spot too. Induction burners, I find like they have very small hot spots toward the center. If you're using an open flame, it's gonna be more evenly distributed. All right, so this part does take a little time, but trust me, it's worth it. You start to see the colors change, you start to smell. At the end of this, you're gonna be just left with the meat. All the fat, and it's super fatty, you're gonna see when you cut it yourself. All of that is melting into the pan right now, and we're gonna use that as well. It's so funny because throughout this process, you smell the changes. Okay, use your nose, use all your senses when you cook. You know when something is ready and right just by using your senses. You got to use your eyes, you got to use your mouth and your nose your ears when you hear something hit the pan. Use your senses when you're cooking. All right, so we're almost there. We got a little pan just with some paper towels. We want to drain the rest of the excess oil out. All right, guys, so our pancetta is cooked. This is what we're looking for. It's like perfectly crispy bacon at this point, okay? We have the pan, the same pan, but you got all those beautiful bits underneath. We got some excess grease here. Now we're gonna move on. We gotta cook these onions. We're gonna add a little garlic to that. All right, so our pan is hot. Always layers, right? Squeezing. Add some more garlic in there. We're gonna add our tomatoes in. At this point, we're gonna add half pancetta back in. All right, so now we want to add a little of the pasta water that we set aside. We're gonna add our vodka. This is gonna cook out for about 2 to 3 minutes. All that alcohol is gonna be gone. You're gonna know it's ready when you don't smell that alcohol anymore. And if you like a little spicy, I would add like a little red pepper flake. It smells fantastic. All right, so now we're gonna add our pasta back in. Add our cream. Look at all that. Oh yeah. So remember, we're finishing off the pasta here too, so you want liquid. You don't want it to get too dry. That pasta still needs to keep cooking. Always taste your food. You know if you need salt or not. Okay? A little salt. Very little salt. Because we're about to add some Parmesan in there too. This looks really good. All right, guys, time for the parm. This adds a nice nutty creaminess to this sauce. It finishes it off really nice. All right, you want it thick, but you don't want it too thick either, okay? Oh, mommy. Look at that. All right, guys, that's where we want to be. That's the thickness right there. You see that? All right, this is done. We're gonna plate the dish now. Let me show you what makes this my penne alla vodka. So we grab our little dish, we do a little like that. Boom. Oh man, look how good that looks, all right? A little extra sauce there. If you have a broiler, get it super hot, okay? Or a toaster oven with the coils on the top, get that super hot to broil mode, okay? What we want to do now is just finish it off with a nice crunch on the pasta. But you're gonna see what I mean when you try this dish. So every time I do an episode, it's basically a family meal. So the food doesn't go to waste. But that's part of the reason that I love doing it, is because I get to feed my staff. They work very hard, you know. Go out and support your local restaurant right now. My restaurant, thank God, we've been here for 15 years. We're doing okay. It's not great, don't get me wrong. I mean, but we need your support, and a lot of restaurants really need your support right now. So Grubhub, Uber, it really helps if you go ahead and actually call in your order to the restaurant directly. We love you guys, and we want to cook for you. This is what we do. Coronavirus or not, thank you. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting my restaurant. All right, so here we go. This is our family meal here. Getting these ready for the staff downstairs. That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right, so now we finish it off. A little of that breadcrumb right in the middle, okay? A little pancetta, boom. The parm. And make it pretty. Always make it pretty. There you go. And that's the dish. All right, guys, so now the taste. Just give it a try. You're gonna love it. Creaminess. It's all there. This is killer. Like I said, please go out and support your local restaurant. We really need your help, and we really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, if you like what you taste, more importantly, hit the subscribe button. We have a new episode every week. Thank you so much, guys. See you next week.